The changes in the auto insurance law has affected many people, especially people with disabilities in rural areas. With limited UP care facilities for traumatic brain injuries and amputees, many are questioning how will the law affect them. With more, here's CW5's Thomas Fournier.
Prior to July of this year, the state had a safety net for victims in need of long-term care as well as medical assistance. Shannon Perkins was involved in an auto accident in Grand Rapids, Michigan some years ago, and she said that being in the copper country has been life-saving for her. But now, benefits that she saw as an amputee before Public Acts 21 and 22 took effect have been ripped away from her and many others.
So I was terrified until I realized that my friend's auto insurance was going to come through and pay for all of this. And you know, that feeling, that sinking feeling of how am I going to pay for an ambulance ride? You know, my leg had not even been set yet. It was on a 90-degree angle, and that's all I could think about was, this is going to be like $23,000. What is the cheapest way I can get out of this? Personally, myself, I haven't been able to purchase crutches that normally would not have been an issue. I've been talking to different people who have told me that they're not sure if they'll be open.
Since July 1st, the state has seen 42 facilities close because they can no longer afford to provide care. Part of the Reformed Auto Insurance Act capped the reimbursement that Medicare could provide to victims at 45% of what Medicare would have covered. The law also limited the number of hours that families could receive payment for assisting disabled loved ones to 56 hours a week. COURTNEY AVERSA is a caseworker with Northern Comfort in MANISTIQUE and said that because of this change to Michigan's no-fault insurance, everyone is at risk of having to pay larger out-of-pocket expenses that they may not be prepared for.
It's affected my thinking in that aspect. I know that for sure. I used to feel comfortable, even if I wasn't the one that was driving, but I was in a car with somebody that did have insurance. I felt safe. Like if something were to happen to me, I would be able to be taken care of. It wouldn't fall back on my children. It wouldn't fall back on my parents and all the added extra stuff that's being added to these people now. So if it's affecting me, I'm pretty sure that it is affecting other people.
In rural areas of the state, these changes are extremely significant for disabled auto accident victims, and the loss of just one facility in the Upper Peninsula can spell even more difficulties for people seeking help.
People that are in the Upper Peninsula, they have a select few amount of specialized care facilities here. We only had, through the existence of the Upper Peninsula, 2 traumatic brain injury centers that specialized in brain injuries that resulted from a car accident. And due to this change, it's caused the other facility to close. And now that's lessening the amount of care that can be provided to any resident.
The changes in Michigan's auto insurance law were meant to lower premiums for drivers, as the state held the title for the most expensive auto insurance in the country, but full health coverage in the case of a collision has its benefits. Back in June of this year, 73 current and former lawmakers signed a memo stating that they did not intend for this law to be applied retroactively, and force people that were protected by the safety net of Michigan insurance to pay bills that they already could not afford without the help of Medicare. We have reached out to Representative Markkanen for comments about the auto insurance law change and how it has affected members of the disabled community in the Upper Peninsula, but have not received a statement. This is Thomas Fournier with ABC 10 and CW5.